June 12th, 2013, 2:55 p.m. This morning at 10 o'clock a.m. I met my dad down there at Beroskey's greenhouse, just north of Deltucky. And probably about 1:30, this whole garden was completed. We had everything in and planted. We even stopped for coffee break and a lunch break. We got the fence up. I don't know if now you can see the fence. It is a garden fence, so it's very difficult to see probably on this video. But everything is done. Sprinklers rolling. This garden is probably about a 1/4 acre in size. And I don't have a whole lot of variety in plants, but I do have variety in species. Like I got a lot of pepper plants, I got a lot of different tomato plants, and the reason I didn't go all out with a bunch of different plants is because I got this garden in just a little way too late. Let's see, these jokers here, I believe, are fennel. Okay, so I got a bunch of peppers. I got big green peppers for stuffing, and I also dry them. Got some peppermint plants, and got some strawberries, and look, there's already little strawberries on them. Matter of fact, I've seen a couple of red ones, but it looks like that Dad's already ate those. Okay, so these are all pepper plants here for the next couple of rows, and then down there where the sprinkler is, there's actually about 3 or 4 rows of tomato plants. And you're probably wondering, why in Sam Hill did you plant that many tomatoes? Well, the reason is because tomatoes are ideal for canning. And we make salsa, we make spaghetti sauce, we make tomato juice, we can them whole. And they're just ideal that way. And not only that, I'm not just feeding Kimmy and I here, but Mom and Dad gets them, and everybody gets them. There's my trusty old Gravely. Of course, I got the rototiller attachment in the front. Yesterday, I was out cutting grass with it. Matter of fact, I cut all this back here and up against the field, the rough stuff up against the field. But I have this little gate here in the back. You can see the corner posts, which I used 1-inch galvanized for that. And I just got this little post right here for a gate. But good 1/4 acre size garden. It's probably 1.5 to 2 times bigger than it was last year. Luckily, I had enough fence already in stock. I didn't have to buy any fence. I did buy a few more of these little posts here from Tractor Supply. They're like 60 cents a piece or something like that. Had the sprinkler from last year. That seems to be working fine. And they're all in. Everything is done. Everything is done. Great job to my dad. He's, you know, in his 70s, and he come out here and work like a horse. He told me, yeah, it kind of reminds me of when I was a kid. Well, Dad started out, he was a mule skinner on a farm down in Tennessee, and he'd run a mule team, and they'd plow the garden with mules, and they planted a whole big garden on Mama and the youngins. And then they planted tobacco back when it was popular to smoke cigarettes. But she's in, baby. She's in. I know it's late, but the good news is my tomato plants already have tomatoes on them. The strawberry plants already have strawberries. So basically, Beroskey Brothers, where we got all the plants, they did most of the growing, the early growing for me. So really, I didn't lose anything. I mean, those tomato plants, they're probably a good 18 to 24 inches tall. And like I say, they already have tomatoes on them. Matter of fact, here's a little tomato that fell off. So cool. There's the garden, Honky Tonk Manor. 2013, baby. Oh, and by the way, here's some acorn squash. That might be a little late. All right. See ya.